I would rather eat raw ghost peppers every day than posting stuff on TikTok. That is a comment that I got 3 months ago, to which I replied, eating raw ghost peppers every day sounds like great content for TikTok. Hey guys, Get Level here, and today I want to talk about TikTok. I heard that TikTok was weird. I heard that TikTok was cringy. I read that only kids were on TikTok. And I've seen people say that the only trends on TikTok are dance moves. This is the information that I had before actually joining TikTok, before downloading the app, scrolling through the For You page, and actually posting and having a first-hand experience at being a TikToker, I guess. Now, if you've been watching my videos, you'll know that I mostly make content for live streamers. I try to make content for content creators, but mostly for live streamers and Twitch streamers. Now, I have a small following on Twitter, and it's mostly streamers. It's mostly stream related. So because of all those things that I heard about TikTok, I actually did not want to join the app at all. I was in the same boat as this viewer who left that comment, especially knowing that it came from Musical.ly, so it was very music oriented and it was dance moves, and I thought that's the only thing that is on this app, just kids doing dance moves. And then all the shady drama and illegal stuff that we would hear throughout, like through the news and Twitter trending and stuff like that. But then it made me think, I'm on YouTube, I'm a YouTuber, right? This is my main thing. I'm mostly a YouTuber and I make videos, and you guys watch my videos. You guys are on YouTube right now. And I thought about every time a YouTuber does something that makes the news, it's almost never great. And I tried putting myself in the shoes of someone who isn't on YouTube, who doesn't watch YouTube videos, which is hard for me to even imagine. But imagine that this person would only know about those very bad things that make the news, all the illegal stuff, all the deaths, all the pranksters, all the horrible, disrespectful scandals, all the stuff that really paints YouTubers in a bad light. And it made me realize, for someone who's not on YouTube, YouTube sounds like the most awful place in the world. And this is kind of the perspective that I had on TikTok before joining. And this is, you know, what people who are not on TikTok are saying. Now, are they lying? No, they're not. Is the news lying every time they break a story about a YouTuber? No, they're not. But does that make the whole platform filled with just that kind of content? No, not at all. So anyways, today I want to give you a little bit of perspective on TikTok, especially now in its position. It is the most downloaded app. I think it has the biggest user base. I'll try to throw some stats up on screen. So it's very important to not ignore this app. And as content creators, which is what my audience is, hopefully, I really believe that the mentality of it's new, so it's bad, or I don't know about it, so it must be bad mentality can be very detrimental to our careers as content creators. I've seen this time and time again, content creators being mad that there's now a new platform where they can be creative, where they can create another type of content. They are content creators, but they don't want it. When Twitter came out with fleets, everyone was like, no one needs it. Oh, Twitter has stories now. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Fun fact, they're all using fleets now. Every time there's something new, there's always complaint, and there's always, I will never use this thing. Yeah, good for you, I guess. Until you change your mind a couple years later, and then try to use this platform to grow and realize it's really hard. And then you will complain that the platform is oversaturated. It's like a cycle. It's a cycle. New platform comes out, creator complains, says they'll never use it. Other creators actually use it, blow up thanks to it. Creator sees this, tries to use it. It's a little too late, or they'll have a hard time adapting because they spent so much time not being on the platform that they don't know about the whole culture, and it's still hard for them to understand, to grasp that specific platform. So this was supposed to be an intro, but it turned into a rant. I'm keeping it in. I think that's important for you to know how I feel about this. And I will tell you about my experience and a couple of things that I've learned as a, YouTuber and live streamer on the platform TikTok since I joined, right after this message from our sponsor. This portion of the video is sponsored by Gamecaster. Gamecaster is a broadcasting software and service that aims to simplify the streaming process. Live streaming has never been simpler. Their UI is super intuitive, and you can tell that it was built with gamers in mind. They also provide hundreds of free full overlay packs to make sure that your stream looks as professional as possible right from the get-go. Another cool feature is their discovery page, where they will feature you in order to fight against live streaming platforms' lack of discoverability. Gamecaster works with Twitch, Facebook Gaming, and YouTube. They even have a reward and achievement system, but I'll let you check it out by going to Gamecaster.com. Alright, if you're not on the app yet, you probably know all the big names that do stuff that you feel like you wouldn't do. Like, you know, the D'Amelio sister, I can't even pronounce it. The D'Amelio sisters that do dancing, right? You probably had a glimpse of all the other dudes that also do dancing, and they all have the same haircut. You know, it's low on the sides and it's curly on top. My TikTok experience has nothing to do with this. Like, nothing at all. I don't even get those people like on my For You page. They don't even get recommended to me. The TikTok experience is very much user-based, like it's very personalized. When you first join, you'll see two big tabs. You'll see the For You page and the following. You're not following anyone yet, so you're not gonna have anything there. But the For You page is basically random suggestions. If you create an account, I believe it will ask you if you have any topics that you're interested in, and it will try to show you stuff on that. But ultimately, it shows you a bunch of random stuff, and it counts on you to scroll for a long time and basically like or stay watching certain types of TikToks. And then based off of that interaction with the app, it will start suggesting you stuff that you seem to enjoy more and more. People on TikTok like referring to certain sides of TikTok. Oh, the artsy side of TikTok, the dancing side of TikTok, the DIY side of TikTok, the yoga side of TikTok, any subject really. There's so many channels and so much content being uploaded every day that you will find something for you, for sure. And it has nothing to do with there's a bunch of children, it's only children. That's not true, actually. I mean, there is a ton of children, but there's also a ton of children on YouTube, everywhere, even on Twitter, even on Twitch. If I open up my app right now, look at that. The first video it suggests is art. This person is spray painting something like a stencil on the floor. I'm gonna need to mute this in case this is copyright written, but look, and look at that. I have Truey as my suggested because she does streamer content on TikTok. We got it, DJ live streaming, and then Too Mad. So that's the user experience. You start liking a couple of TikToks, TikTok will figure out very fast what type of stuff you're into. So anyone who's complaining about being suggested something weird is they probably interacted with one TikTok and then the algorithm took that as a fact and was like, hey, here's all of those TikToks. Or, you know, they've been liking a lot of it and then they complain that they get suggested more. You know, let's not kid ourselves. The big example here is lewd content. People are like, oh, TikTok is crazy. It's only lewd content. My For You page is filled with lewd content. Well, yeah, you probably, you know, double tapped on one of them, two of them, three of them, five. And now TikTok is like, okay, you're into this. Here's some more lewd content. And there you go. I get distracted and I just... Let's talk about the creator experience. Now that you know about the user experience, what is it like to be a creator on TikTok? What should you do? How do you grow? And can TikTok drive traffic to whatever else that you're selling or you're making? In our case, you know, you guys are mostly live streamers watching me. How can you bring people to your live stream through TikTok? Again, believe it or not, the best way that you're going to achieve this is by really understanding the app and the culture behind the app, because it is short form content and you can be really good at something. For example, visual effects or magic or jokes or sketch comedy, for example. And just that will not necessarily suffice. There is a certain delivery, there's a certain rhythm, there's a certain style that is appreciated more than others on TikTok. So once you start getting a feel for the app by using it and, you know, looking at a bunch of TikToks, you start to familiarize yourself with it and it will show through your content. And of course, the data that goes with it. When you start posting, usually if you just started, you download the app, you start posting, you will not see a lot of traffic. That is not because your content is bad. That is because you need to work on your formatting. I used to work as a VFX artist, so the first thing I thought about doing is posting content that had to do with VFX. I know that a lot of people use filters and a lot of people edit inside the app. So I wanted to make some visual effects that couldn't be replicated through the app, so it would be impressive, right? So I posted those visual effects to music, thought I was being smart there, and they didn't really work. One, because my channel was fresh, so the algorithm wasn't too favorable. I didn't have any followers, basically, for the algorithm to show to, but also because I knew nothing about TikTok, really. I did not take the time to watch a lot of TikToks before posting, so my post felt kind of weird. There was this that's not a TikToker feel to my posts. So I continued posting, and a lot of them were not great for TikTok per se, until one of them was dropped at the perfect time. Halloween's Eve, I posted one TikTok that had a bunch of pop culture killers from horror movies, and then I did some acting/dancing, and the music was original, as in it wasn't a trendy music on TikTok. It was a music from one of my favorite rappers, Twisted Insane, which that was the big risk. The big risk was I'm using my own audio. It's a song that wasn't necessarily known on the app, but the rest was I filmed with a DSLR, so high quality for sure. I did my effects in Adobe After Effects, so quality that isn't that widespread on the app, but there was the little acting/dancing element to it. That was kind of part of the whole TikTok culture. And then of course, the perfect date to post it right before Halloween. And the algorithm ate it up and it shot it out. Basically, it blew up and it was so successful. And with this one TikTok, I gained thousands of followers. The audio was reused for like hundreds of other TikToks, and people were really liking it as if I, set it some sort of trend. Now, it didn't go as far as millions, but that was it. I had a TikTok following now. Now, when I posted something, the algorithm had a group of people to show my TikToks to. And then I'm gonna tell you the big secret. I don't want this video to be too long, but it's going to be. The big secret here is the way the algorithm actually works, because it took me a while until I went to this convention, and that's where they revealed everything. That was LaterCon 2020. So they revealed how the algorithm actually works. Like, the big secret thing that most YouTubers don't tell you about. So from what I could gather, the algorithm works in waves. It feels random, but it's not random at all. You post a TikTok, the algorithm will show it not immediately to everyone, okay? When you first post it, pretty much no one will see it, depending on when you post it, right? And then the algorithm will send a first wave. So it will show your TikTok to to a number of people. Maybe it's 10, maybe it's 100. And it will wait to see how those people interact with the TikTok. Do they watch the whole thing? Do they watch it multiple times? Do they like? Do they comment? Do you get like a follow from that interaction? And if there's enough interaction, and if it's really good, basically that first wave of interaction, they will try to show it to a larger group of people and see how they interact with it. So this is how the algorithm basically chooses what video gets pushed to everyone. Now, the big thing that you need to know is that it's very geo-based. It's unfortunate because I'm in France, I'm in Paris, and it's so annoying to have a platform that restricts you to your geolocation. It's super hard for me to reach outside of France with my TikToks. Thank God you guys on YouTube are the reason why I was able to kind of reach more people. But other than that, I would have been stuck on French TikTok. I've done a second account and I tried everything, and it's so complicated. You can, if you're thinking about VPN and all of that, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You have to have a SIM card that is from the place that you want to reach when you create your TikTok account. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. If you already made your account while using a local SIM card, you're done for. You have to make another account if you want to reach another. It's insane. I've done so many tests. I have a whole thread on Twitter about it. Anyway, so once I learned that information, it allowed me to think about the way that I was putting out content. It made me make more research about certain TikToks. For example, I try to keep my TikToks under 15 seconds now, because it turns out most of the viral stuff is under 15 seconds, and people usually watch a TikTok multiple times if it's short. I used to try to use the whole 60 seconds, and no, actually my TikTok wouldn't work, because most people will just skip. You start talking blah 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 for 60 seconds, like, come on. So 15 seconds is the max that I would go with my TikToks. People would watch it, they would watch it twice, they would watch it 3 times, they would watch it multiple times. So that means that when the algorithm actually posts my TikToks to that first wave, everyone is gonna watch it all the way through because it's so short. I try to make it very energetic. I put text on screen, I cut a lot, I speak loud and clearly. So even before they might realize that either they know what I'm saying already and it's not new information, or it's not that interesting, or it doesn't matter to them if they're not a live streamer, for example. If it's a streamer tip video, they already watched the full thing, which gives me an advantage with the algorithm. Now, I mentioned live streamer tip, and this is the part where I tried to go the next level. And the next level for me was to pick a niche. I wanted to use my TikTok because at first I was just testing the app and see how easy it is really to blow up on the app. And then I got to 3,000 followers. And now is the part where I'm redirecting all of that energy towards my YouTube channel. I want to use my TikTok in order to bring more views, more traffic to my YouTube channel and maybe to my Twitch channel also. So I tried to get on what they call Twitch Talk. And this is the live streamer side of TikTok. And there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of people in there, believe it or not. Small streamers getting 200,000 likes in their videos. Small streamers going on Twitch from 10 viewers to 200 viewers overnight. I have an interview coming soon. So the potential is absolutely here. And picking a niche is very necessary, I would say, at this point. Anyways, that was already a long talk, so I'm gonna cut it short. What I'm trying to say is, probably make a dummy account if you want to test it. If you haven't been there yet, make a dummy account and test it out. Check it out and make it personal. This is your account. So you like the stuff that you like. You post the stuff that you feel like posting so you can get a good feel of it. And then if you have, a main platform that you want to reach to bring traffic to, for example, your Twitch account or maybe your YouTube channel or maybe your Twitter, your Instagram, I don't know. Then you can make an account that will be very niche where you will be posting specific type of content that is made to drive traffic to that specific other platform. That is your main platform. That being said, TikTok could also be your main platform. This is like the algorithm is so favorable for content creators, but not before you've done a little bit of competitive research. Look it up, look at the hashtags that have to do with your niche, figure out who's on top, what are they doing, why are they on top, figure out all the small channels that are getting a lot of traffic, that are getting a lot of engagement, how are they doing it? This is the type of research that will help you really get that feel that I'm talking about. Anyways, as I mentioned, I have someone who actually blew up on Twitch thanks to TikTok and even wrote a book about it, and I wanted to interview him, but he postponed the interview. Me calling you out in this video, but the interview will be live. At least part of the interview will be live on this channel very soon. I am currently working on the whole podcast thing. So all those big interviews will be uncut and posted as podcast episodes in the future. So keep an eye out for that. In case you didn't know, I do stream on Twitch, so check me out at twitch.tv/GaelLevel. And if you're looking for some dope overlays to make your Twitch channel look good, go to gumroad.com/GaelLevel. This is where I keep them. Most of them are free. The rest is very, very, very affordable. And in the comment section below, I want you to let me know. I know there's gonna be some angry streamers because I'm talking about TikTok here. So people are like, oh, TikTok sucks. TikTok is meh. I will never post one. No, that's fine. That's fine. You do whatever you do at the end of the day. I'm really not your dad. Like, I have no opposition for that. I'm just letting maybe someone is, hesitant or they've been thinking about it, and I'm telling them, hey, maybe now is the time. Stop thinking about it, start doing it. But if you're not in that category, it's funny that you watched the whole thing though, so I appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. So here's the part where YouTube shows you which video you should watch next, and at the bottom you will see my most recent video. So check him out, keep on watching, keep on learning about live streaming and creating content, and I will see you guys next time. Go out there, make me proud, GaelLevel out.